Hey there, welcome to Crafty CreeAtions. Today we'll be making an owl wreath on the 14-inch Dollar Tree wireframe. Here it is. We're using this sign. Isn't he cute? And the 10-inch mesh that we'll be using is this Faux Jute Farmhouse Striped Mesh, it's called. And we will be using these two ribbon, the 2.5 inch and a 1.5 inch. We'll be using pipe cleaners, the orange and the white. The orange will be attaching to the wireframe, and the white we'll be using for the bow and the sign. Here's all the tools I'll be using. The measure buddy for the ribbon, the wire cutters, scissors, rotary cutter, bow maker, the easy bow stone go, and as well as using some clips. Next step will be attaching our pipe cleaners to the 14-inch frame. You will need 18 of the coordinating colors of the mesh or whatever color you're going to use. So what I'm going to do is, let me talk about the wireframe first. So we have 6 sections on this wireframe. So what I mean by sections is this is a section, this one, and this one. And I always count my wire bars from outside going in. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. On the third and the fourth bar, these two right here, I'll be attaching the pipe cleaner right there, where I think the middle is for these 2 bars here. Try to eyeball it. And give it a good couple of twists. 1, 2, and this one will be going down on the inside. Okay, the next one I'll be attaching will be here. So I'm looking at this and this bar to see where the middle would be, and this would be the middle here. So the first and the second bar is where I'll be attaching the next pipe cleaner. So here. So, but this one now I'm gonna be twisting. Notice I twisted the pipe cleaner on the inner bar. So, but this one I'll be twisting on the second bar here. Let me show you. And this one will go outside. It's like that. So this one is twisted on the inside. This one is twisted on the second bar. So we'll be attaching another one right there. So again, I'm gonna twist it here a couple of times, point it towards the outside. Okay. So just like that. So now I'll be attaching all the pipe cleaners, 3 per section on each of these sections here. So now all our pipe cleaners are attached. So the next step will be cutting up our mesh and the ribbon. So there's 18 twist ties on the wireframe, so 360 divided by 18 is 20 inches. So let's cut the mess at 19 and a half just to be sure we'll have 18 pieces. So we will need our rotary cutter for that. So I'm just gonna go cut this at 19 inches, 19 and a half inches. So throw that to the side. So 18 pieces is what we need. All our mess are cut, so now it's time to cut up our ribbon. So I'll be using the measure buddy for cutting up the ribbon. So we'll need 18 pieces of the ribbon each. The ribbon at 13 inches, so we pull out the measure buddy to 13 inches. And now we're going to start wrapping the ribbon around. Cut. We'll cut 18 pieces. So I'll cut 9 here, and I'll cut 9 again. So there won't be too much bulk happening here. So I love this ribbon, it's so pretty. So pretty. So we'll continue on cutting these in 9 inches. 9 inches. 9 pieces cut at 13 inches. 2. I'm gonna dovetail these now. Dovetail means cut this, fold this up, cut from here up to where the wire is. So it makes a V. So that's dovetailing. There we go. Okay, so all my ribbon and mess are cut. So I'll put those aside. The next step will be adding our mesh and ribbon onto the frame. But first, let me show you how to fold, how I'm doing this. So this is called the Cruffle Wreath or the Woodland Ruffle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna curl these up once or twice, turn it around, and 1, 2, and then I'm gonna pinch and pleat from here to here, following this white line because that's the middle. Okay, so we have our Cruffle or Woodland Ruffle. So let me show you that again. So 1, 2, grab a clip, clip it, oops, and turn it around, do curl again, 1, 2, and ruffle and pleat up the middle. Okay. So there's our cruffles. Grab the 1.5 and the 2.5 inch ribbon. Fold it and find the middle. And I'm gonna pinch and pleat the ribbon. Okay. Fold it like that, get it ready. And then we're gonna grab our ruffle and adding it this way. Okay, so we'll go on just any pipe cleaner, but I'm gonna go in here on the inner pipe cleaner. Okay, press down and twist. Just like that. And now we're gonna grab our ribbon and add it in there. We're not gonna do anything with the ribbon. Just gonna go ahead and add the mess and the ribbon and onto every pipe cleaner. Get that ready. Grab the next pipe cleaner, add this in there. Okay. Press down and twist the pipe cleaner, just like that. And now we're going to add our ribbon. Okay. Let's continue on with the next pipe cleaner, which is this one. We're going to go up, down, all the way around. So you got to really press down onto the frame when you twist your pipe cleaner. So last one right here. Oh, this one came loose. There we go. All right. Just put it right in there. Press down and twist. Oh, so that looks good. It looks good. All right, so all the mess are in there. You can see parts on the frame there, but once we add our ribbon in there now, it's gonna cover that up. So next up, we'll be adding our ribbon. We'll add the ribbon on the outside pipe cleaners first. And we'll come back to cut them off, cut the pipe cleaners off after. You know what? I think I'm going to take this off because I think I'm going to change my mind on this, do something else for these pipe cleaners. So I'm going to add this one over here. And that's okay if you change your mind on when you're designing, it's okay. You'll see what you like too. Okay. So let me go around and cut off those pipe cleaners. Making sure these are going down now so it won't poke anybody. Oops, I missed one. There we go. All right, so next, what I'll do is I'll add one ribbon tail per pipe cleaner on the inside, alternating it. So one of this on this one, so it should be 6 ties in the middle. So I'll be doing every other on that. One ribbon tail is good. Put that aside. So next we'll be making our bow. So we'll be using the same ribbon. So these tails here that I overcut, not overcut, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use them as tails, up tails for this. So these are 13 inches. What I'm gonna do is, hold on, let me double them up. Let's use them as up tails. So this way I won't waste the ribbon. Now I'm gonna do, we'll do 12 inch, what should I do? 14 inch tail. I hope I'll have enough ribbon. I think I will. And so do a 6 inch loop. Yep. 3 on both sides. More videos, I mean, not lives. So the next one, again, I'll add a couple more tails, a couple more up tails. I'll try to use up all these. Just like that. And I'll do sword right here, 13 inches. 13 inch tail. I'm gonna do 5.5 inch loops, 2 on both sides. We'll finish these off. Add these in there now. This way. I'm just trying to use up these tails because I don't want to waste ribbon. Because this is thick, I'm going to use a zip tie. And of course, double a couple of these up. Because it is a thick base and we want the pipe cleaners to reach down in there. Just like that. Now we're gonna grab our bow. So all these supplies that I'm using, I usually list them down in the description box. ribbon. So it's all different styles that you could do your bow. There's different ways that you can make your bow. And I do go live every Sunday on Facebook as well, if you're interested in watching me live Sundays at 1 o'clock. My time, that's 1 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. Okay, so what I do here is I sort of done this before I fluffed it up a little bit. So I usually go in and add pipe cleaner around the zip tie just to be extra secure in there, because just to keep my mind at ease that it's really secured. Okay, next step, let's attach the sign and the bow now. So there's 2 holes already on this sign. This sign came from Timo. Yeah. So I'm gonna attach that sign there and the bow up here somewhere. Ooh, that's gonna look good. Just like that. So let me attach these and I'll come back and show you what I did. Okay, so there's a wreath, all the ribbon and bow and the sign are in there. Look at how full and pretty it is. It's just using 1 roll of mist. I'll cut these down after I usually hang up my wreath first and to see if everything's in the right place, and then I cut down the pipe cleaners. So that's a wreath for today. And look at that cute owl. Alright, so thank you all for joining me today. Hope to see you all next time. Just let me know if you like the video. If you do, just put a little pumpkin down in the comments for me. Alright, thank you. Bye everybody.